So when you picked up a tennis racket for the first time, you may have thought to yourself, geez, how am I so bad at this? I'm athletic, I play other sports, and why isn't this transferring? Well, surprise, surprise, not all sports actually help you in tennis. In fact, most don't. But some will. Some translate, actually, insanely well. Today, we're going to break down the top 5 sports that give you a real, tangible, on-court advantage if you're transferring to tennis. And we're doing this with one important rule. No racket or paddle sports allowed. So put away your squash, your pickleball, your table tennis, your badminton. None of that counts. It's too easy of a pick. We're talking about the sports that actually build real tennis skills for people who've never hit a tennis ball in their life. And before we get into it, you might as well hit that subscribe button, like the video, and keep a lookout for all Hot Take Tennis content moving forward. Let's get into it. Number 5, basketball. So basketball players walk onto a tennis court and instantly look coordinated. And it's not because they're tall or athletic. It's because basketball teaches 2 things tennis players desperately need: elite footwork in tight spaces. Basketball is non-stop and requires micro-adjustment steps, shuffles, pivots, explosive first steps. Sound familiar? Exactly. It's literally tennis movement. If you've ever guarded a quick point guard, you've already done half the footwork patterns that tennis use. Defensive slides, recovery steps, planning, changing direction. It's all baked into that muscle memory. So when basketball players switch to tennis, that flowing, rhythm-based kinetic chain already exists. They're used to generating power without muscling the ball, and that alone puts them ahead of 90% of beginners. Number 4, baseball. Now, baseball pitching and the tennis serve share almost the same exact throwing mechanics. You need leg drive, hip-shoulder separation, external rotation, whip-like arm acceleration, pronation. It's all identical. If you've ever thrown a baseball with real form, well, congratulations. You've already learned 70% of a tennis serve. The racket is just an extension of your hand, essentially. But it's not just the motion, it's the timing. Pitchers are used to sequencing: leg, hips, torso, shoulder, elbow, hand. That kinetic chain transfers perfectly into hitting big serves. The throwing athlete is built for tennis serving. And honestly, if you never played baseball, you're at a disadvantage. Number 3, football. And we're talking American football here, specifically quarterbacks, not so much the linemen. Quarterbacks basically train the 2 things that are present in both basketball and baseball, but smash them together. Number 1, that throwing motion. Just like baseball, the QB throwing teaches trunk rotation, loading the back leg, that delayed arm action, pronation, and a fluid whipping motion. A good quarterback already understands energy transfer. They know how to coil and they know how to explode. They know how to stay loose and let the arm accelerate naturally. Those mechanics directly translate into the tennis serve and the modern forehand. And number 2, the footwork. Just like in basketball, being a quarterback is basically playing tennis points while being chased down by a 300-pound monster. You need to drop back, shuffle, reset your base, rotate through your hips, throw off balance, generate power from weird positions. The movement pattern feels shockingly similar to tennis rally patterns, just with less fear of bodily harm. And QBs who can move in the pocket, they're elite at creating space, maintaining balance, and firing with accuracy on the run. All essential to high-level tennis. Number 2, volleyball. Volleyball might be the most underrated crossover sport for tennis because it quietly combines almost everything the other sports on this list teach. Volleyball players live on constant footwork, split steps, lateral shuffles, quick directional changes, and explosive resets, which maps perfectly onto tennis movement. The serving motion, especially jump serves, is shockingly similar to a tennis serve, using leg drive, hip and torso rotation, a loose whipping arm, and a high contact point, making power generation feel natural rather than forced. On top of that, volleyball builds elite hand-eye coordination in chaotic situations, comfort hitting while off balance, and controlled explosiveness through repeated jumping and landing. Put it all together, and volleyball gives you basketball's footwork, baseball's overhead mechanics, and football's athletic movement, all in one sport, which is why it translates so well to tennis. Now, number one just might shock you, but anyone who's coached tennis knows soccer produces the best natural tennis athletes by far. Let's break down why. Number one, insane footwork. Soccer builds that lightning quick micro steps, precise directional changes, acceleration on command, foot to ground agility, lower body coordination most people never develop. And footwork is everything in tennis, and soccer just gives it to you for free. Number two, endurance. Tennis is an endurance sport after all. Soccer players walk onto a tennis court and never get tired. That alone lets them train longer and learn faster. Number three, they already have the short explosive sprints. And number four, they have hand-eye coordination. And this is the secret advantage. Soccer players track a ball better than almost any athlete alive. When they pick up a racket, the contact point feels natural. Their eyes are trained to follow the ball, judge spin, predict bounces, and time impacts, all without even using their hands. By the time they actually do use their hands, they're already miles ahead. Soccer is the perfect feeder sport for tennis. The movement, the endurance, the agility, the vision, it's all there. So those are the 5 sports that give you a massive advantage the moment you pick up a racket. No prior tennis experience required. And if you're watching this thinking, but what about this sport or that sport? Don't worry, go ahead and put it in the comments below and tell us why we're wrong. And if you want a part 2 or a deeper breakdown of why these sports translate so well, let us know in the comments below and we'll be sure to deliver. And of course, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so the algorithm stops benching us like we're a backup quarterback. See you next time.